Today, we're diving into 5 powerful foods that have been shown to help fight cancer. Let's start with the first one, green tea. Green tea contains compounds known as catechins, which have been shown in research to reduce the risk of several types of cancer, including colon, stomach, and esophageal cancers. Why are these specific cancers affected? Because when you sip green tea, the liquid flows through your entire gastrointestinal tract, directly touching and benefiting these organs along the way. One specific catechin found in green tea is EGCG, which stands for epigallocatechin gallate. That's E for Edward, G for George, C for Charlie, and G again for George. I'm actually a medical researcher who studied food as medicine in the lab, and I've looked specifically at green tea. EGCG is a natural chemical found in tea leaves. When you brew a cup, whether from loose-leaf tea, tea bags, or powdered green tea like matcha, the EGCG is drawn out into the liquid, no matter how you prefer to prepare it, loose leaves, tea bags, or matcha powder. You're getting those same health-boosting catechins into your system. So what does EGCG actually do in the body? Well, for starters, drinking green tea has been shown to reduce inflammation, which is one of the key drivers of cancer. Green tea also boosts the immune system. Here's the thing. We all have microscopic cancers growing inside us. It's just a part of being alive. When our cells divide, they make small mistakes. Each of those little errors can become a microscopic cancer. Thankfully, our immune system patrols for these abnormalities and eliminates them, like a sniper picking off threats before they become a problem. So a strong immune system is a natural cancer defense, and green tea helps support that. But the most powerful benefit of green tea is its ability to cut off the blood supply to tumors. This process is called anti-angiogenesis. Let me explain. All tumors start off harmless, but when they develop their own blood supply, a process called tumor angiogenesis, they begin to grow uncontrollably. Our body naturally uses angiogenesis to heal wounds by creating new blood vessels. But cancer hijacks this process to feed itself with oxygen and nutrients. In fact, lab studies have shown that without a blood supply, tumors can't grow beyond about 2 millimeters in diameter. That's about the size of the tip of a ballpoint pen. But once a tumor connects with blood vessels, it can explode in growth, up to 16,000 times its original size in just 2 weeks. EGCG in green tea stops this by preventing angiogenesis, essentially starving tumors before they can grow. Personally, I drink green tea every single day. I've even got a cup right here. I find it relaxing, especially in the evenings. Green tea has a rich history. Tea plants have been cultivated for thousands of years across Asia. The leaves are hand-picked, sun-dried, gently roasted over fire, and then processed into different varieties. Mix it with jasmine blossoms and you get jasmine tea. Grind it into a powder and you've got matcha. Roast it longer and you've got black tea, which also has health benefits. In between, you have oolong tea. And if you ferment it, you get pure, a dark, earthy tea prized for its digestive benefits. But sticking with green tea, how much should you drink and how should you make it? I recommend using loose-leaf tea brewed in hot water, not boiling water. Very hot or scalding liquids have actually been linked to an increased risk of esophageal cancer because they can damage the lining of your throat. Always let the water cool for a few minutes before drinking. And here's a tip. If you're using a tea bag, dunk it a few times to help release the catechins into the water. Once your tea is cool enough to sip comfortably, enjoy it slowly. Drinking 2 to 3 cups a day has been shown to be beneficial for a range of conditions. But beyond the science, it simply tastes great and helps you relax. The second food that helps fight cancer is a group of vegetables known as cruciferous vegetables. This family includes broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, bok choy, and more. These greens are found in many world cuisines, from the Mediterranean to East Asia, and they're delicious whether sautéed, steamed, or roasted. What makes them cancer-fighting? They contain natural chemicals called sulforaphanes. These compounds boost your immune system and reduce inflammation. both critical to fighting off cancer. Sulforaphanes are also anti-angiogenic, which means they prevent tumors from developing a blood supply. For example, broccoli has been shown to be especially powerful in this regard. Here's a little known fact. Most people eat just the florets, the treetops, but the stem of the broccoli actually contains twice as much of the good stuff. So don't throw away the stalk. Slice it diagonally and saute it. It's delicious, especially in stir-fries. Or chop it up in a food processor and make a creamy broccoli soup. I love making a broccoli oregano soup. It's flavorful, healthy, and easy. I even included the recipe in my book, Eat to Beat Disease. Next up is an unexpected fruit, papaya. This tropical fruit is shaped like a football, and when ripe, it has bright orange flesh and little black seeds inside. You can scoop out the seeds and eat the soft, sweet flesh with a spoon, or slice it, up for a fresh breakfast or a healthy dessert. Papaya has been linked to a lower risk of lung cancer, thanks to its deep orange color, which comes from carotenoids like beta-cryptoxanthin and beta-carotene. These compounds are anti-inflammatory and anti-angiogenic, a 1-2 punch against cancer. I love having papaya in the morning. It's not too sweet, which makes it a good option for people watching their sugar intake. Now, about sugar in fruit. Whole fruit is perfectly fine for most people. The fiber slows down how sugar is absorbed. Just don't overdo it, and avoid drinking fruit juices, which can be high in sugar and low in fiber. Eat the whole fruit instead, especially papaya, if fresh papaya is hard to find. Look for frozen papaya chunks. They retain the same nutrients and are great in smoothies or fruit bowls. Next up is an unexpected fruit, papaya. This tropical fruit is shaped like a football, and when ripe, it has bright orange flesh and little black seeds inside. You can scoop out the seeds and eat the soft, sweet flesh with a spoon or slice it, up for a fresh breakfast or a healthy dessert. Papaya has been linked to a lower risk of lung cancer, thanks to its deep orange color, which comes from carotenoids like beta-cryptoxanthin and beta-carotene. These compounds are anti-inflammatory and anti-angiogenic, a 1-2 punch against cancer. I love having papaya in the morning. It's not too sweet, which makes it a good option for people watching their sugar intake. Now, about sugar in fruit. Whole fruit is perfectly fine for most people. The fiber slows down how sugar is absorbed. Just don't overdo it, and avoid drinking fruit juices, which can be high in sugar and low in fiber. Eat the whole fruit instead, especially papaya if fresh papaya is hard to find. Look for frozen papaya chunks. They retain the same nutrients and are great in smoothies or fruit bowls. The fifth and final food, pomegranate. Pomegranates are round, red, apple-sized fruits with a tough skin and a little crown on top. Inside, they're packed with hundreds of ruby red seeds, each surrounded by a drop of juice. These seeds contain L-gitannins, a type of polyphenol that gives the juice its tart taste and vibrant color. These compounds are also anti-angiogenic and anti-inflammatory. In fact, clinical studies in men with prostate cancer have shown that drinking pomegranate juice can slow the rise of PSA levels, a marker of prostate cancer progression. In other words, pomegranate juice may slow down tumor growth. But pomegranate's benefits don't stop there. The L-gitannins travel to the colon and stimulate the production of natural mucus, which supports a powerful gut bacteria called Akkermansia mucinifila. This bacteria communicates with your immune system and strengthens it, making it even more effective at fighting cancer. I love tossing pomegranate seeds into salads. They're like little sweet tart jewels that burst with flavor. I recently had a Middle Eastern salad called fattoush, and it was topped with pomegranate seeds. The taste was incredible. So let's recap the 5 cancer-fighting foods. Green tea, full of EGCG to fight inflammation, boost immunity, and cut off the blood supply to tumors. Cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, packed with sulforaphanes that boost immunity and starve tumors. Papaya, rich in carotenoids that lower the risk of lung cancer. Purple potatoes, beautiful and powerful, they fight cancer stem cells. Pomegranates, loaded with L-gitannins that support gut health and slow cancer growth. Hope you found this information helpful and inspiring. Remember, what you eat can be powerful medicine. Stick around for more videos. I've got lots more tips and recipes to share. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.